So we are back in this room and I still have wallpaper stripping to do, but I also need to deal with the walls. And I've got a couple of ideas, and as everything takes a huge amount of time in France, I need time to order stuff, or you end up not being able to get enough of it or pay twice as much just for the fact it's at a local shop. So I'm testing something out to get the walls good enough painting, because they're clearly not. So I am liking that colour. But of course, the walls are clearly not good enough, and let's get that. You can see the imperfections all through it, and they'll come out much more with darker colour. This was just a quick little test patch to see the colour while I was doing other work in different forms of light. But I do, well, here you go, look at the wall is, there's gouges, there's all sorts of things, but the plaster is good, it's the surface. So, a couple of options. You could sand it, but there are, you're going to be here for a long time. And the fallback option is, of course, a quick skim, but I'd rather not. And nearly every single wall in this house is this. It's still good underneath whatever they've used to cover it, because the finish isn't good. So I need to try to find a solution. I think I've got one.
But what is it, Philip, I hear? Absolutely no one say.
Come on, Amazon. What is it I hear nobody cry? Right, well, this is either the solution to lots of problems in this house to get a good finish, or it's going to make a slight mess of a small patch of this wall, involve me clearing up, but you know what? It's worth a test. This is like finishing plaster. It's more like really soft, large-scale filler. So the idea is that you sort of roll this stuff on the walls and smooth it out so it'll do huge areas. It's pretty good reviews online for people that use this sort of stuff. It's supposed to be put on with a roller, and then we use this thing to smooth it all out. So I'm either about to prove this product's fantastic, or run out of skill, or it's not fantastic, who knows. But let's give it a go. All right, well, let's see. I'm not convinced. Good. All right, to anyone who is thinking about complaining, the floor is yet to be sanded and then done properly, so that's done. All this woodwork down here doesn't matter. Everything getting covered in stuff apart from paint doesn't matter. Now, apart from me, I mind getting covered in paint. Let's
there is. I don't think. Oh God. No, not getting enough on yet. I've watched the videos. Oh, yes, more like it. Oh, messy. Okay. So loads of this stuff is microscopic. Loads isn't. Let's do something. Come on then. Okay. Fine. Yeah, okay. So that's actually, wow, how pockmarked the wall is. Yeah! I like this. So they actually advise this to be 12 mil almost when you're scraping it. And I've not put anywhere near that much on. But I've got a smooth wall apart from the indents where the wall wasn't flat before. So a second coat will take those out, which means I'll go through less of this. I'm good with that. Okay, so we obviously know, as I've said, and this is just a test, that this dark colour will show up all the imperfections, and this wall has terrible, terrible imperfections, as we can see. Look at the state of it. And now look at this wall. It's so clean, the camera refuses to stay in focus. Let's try that. Actually, it's good. And it's not completely finished. That's supposed to have a little light sand. Given the fact that I cannot plaster, so it's a whole new skill set to learn, this might well work. I've just got to do the maths on the area, how much we use, and I guess I'll get better at it as I go. And it'll have the sort of finish that I want without having to get somebody in to do plastering. So that is a good test. I'm going to have a think about it overnight tonight and while I'm doing some more wallpaper stripping. Whether it is a good solution and I'm also going to cost it up compared to the materials to plaster, and whether I would be able to learn to plaster, because it's not just about this one job. It's about being able to find skills, materials, and a plan for the entire place. And while it might be wonderful to do proper plaster, I'm not Simon, I'm not Yanis. Play to your strengths. It's not me, really. Although I haven't really given it that much of a go. I want to be able to just go, yeah, I'm doing that room. I'm going to need X amount of this. This is the plan, which is why a little bit of messing around now saves a lot in the long run. Might put a bit of paint on that once that's dried properly, and I'll give it a quick sand and then see what that colour looks like in a big thing. Also, be able to see what the actual surface looks like with the dark colour on it, see if it is good enough. But now, I do need to get down to the workshop, finish with Billy's wood chipper, some other bits and pieces, because spring is rapidly going to be coming round the corner, and I don't want to not have the machinery working, ready for when we have to jump to the outside, but I've got to get this room done first. So, thanks for watching, see you tomorrow.